something hard about sticking to things long term. If you ask yourself throughout your life, how many things have you set out to achieve goals, and when it's got to a certain time, at a certain point, you've given up? And I'll explain why this happens and how I believe that you overcome it through experience. I've been coaching for almost 11 years. A huge part of my coaching, if not all of it, is about helping my clients to help themselves so they don't give up on their goals and their dreams. So the 1 year program, the new program that I've created, which I'm super excited about, and I've already had a client sign up for it. I'm working with him, Philip, he's doing great. And I had a couple of other people lately email me, are interested in the program, and I sense that it's going to start selling well. It's not for everyone, obviously, because I only work with committed people that I like, that are trustworthy, they've got good values. I'm not expecting anybody to be perfect, but that's not an excuse to not be a good person and show up, put the work in and listen and be respectful, and they'll be on their way to changing their life like Philip is and many of my other clients. So the reason for 1 year is, well, I didn't invent the program to start with. It was actually a client that was doing my 6 weeks program. We completed the program, we got on quite well. We sat, we had a coffee, just to catch up at the end. And then he asked me, he's like, I'd like to do another 6 weeks program with you, potentially. But do you do a year? And at the time I didn't do a year coaching. A friend mentioned it to me a couple of years prior. I didn't really like the idea of being stuck with someone for a whole year, because I'm someone, I like my own space as well. I've got my own private life. But when I realised that I don't have to work with everyone, only people that I've got a tight relationship with, it's not a hassle, it's fun. That's why I love working with Philip, it's a joy. Time goes quick as well. So I changed my mindset with regards to having longer programs. Obviously I still do the 6 weeks program. I do weekend programs. I do 2-hour sessions, but it's nice to have a long-term program in place for the right people at the right time, etc. It has to work for obviously me and my client, for both of us, as we're going to be spending a year together. But when you say a year, it sounds longer than it is. It's not every day for a year. We do 1 session a week, but it's still, a session every week, 4 sessions a month. Work it out, 4 times 12, work that out. My maths ain't great, I think that's 36, if I'm right. If I'm not, that's fine. So it adds up. But the idea is, it's more the mindset. Like I said, people, we've all done it. We're all guilty of it. I've done it. We've all said, we all get inspired now when we feel good. Setting a goal at the start is always the easiest bit, because it's the excitement, it's the idea of achieving the goal. But when the reality hits people and they're actually 1 week in, 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, let's say for example losing weight. When you say today I'm going to lose weight from today, I'm going to join the gym, you start getting your healthy diet, bits and pieces together, it's exciting. But when the struggle starts coming, when the shadow comes, when the insecurities come, when you get down, when the addictions start kicking in and fears and the human nature, it's not as easy for people. And especially when people have been trying at something for, let's say you've been working on your social anxiety for 2 months, you're still not happy with where you're at, you're still insecure, you're still nervous, you still can't hold eye contact, you still stutter, run out of things to say, or you just don't feel yourself. When that frustration kicks in and that disappointment, if you don't know how to control that, you're going to get depressed, you're going to throw the towel in, you're going to find an excuse, whether it's frustration, anger, resentment, fear, insecurity, however it shows up, you're going to quit. Most people will quit. I'm not saying all people. That's why you need a mentor, because the amount of clients that I've talked out of quitting and I've taught them into continuing, and they've just changed their life, they've got better results. So many, and I love doing it, that's my job. And I've had to talk myself into continuing with my personal goals and not letting my negative mind talk me out of it. So when you commit to 1 year, you talk yourself into not throwing the towel in, and it's knowing what I know and explaining it to you, or you knowing what you know and using that wisdom to go forward. That's probably why I feel that my results are better for my clients now. I suppose I'm going to say that, but I really believe it, looking at the facts, because I've got more experience now. I'm older, wiser. I've learned from my mistakes, and just that, so much momentum, years and years of coaching people, almost 11 years now, people from all around the world. And you just learn, and I'm constantly fascinated. I'm constantly fascinated with fear, anxiety, confidence, success, drive, challenge, mental health, all these areas. And it's all my passion, and working with people and seeing these patterns play out again and again, the negative ones and the positive ones. So I want all of you to try and be open-minded and commit to your goals for a year. Obviously not everyone's going to take the program. That wouldn't even be possible if everyone said, yeah, they're going to do the program. I wouldn't have enough time. I'm only really looking for a small percentage of people that are right for me, and I'm the right person for you. The rest of you, I'm coaching you free on the video, which is an absolute pleasure. And I get the emails all the time. It's lovely. And the messages and personal emails thanking me. And sometimes I bump into people in real life and they stop me and have a chat with me and thank me, recognize me from the videos. It's lovely. So it's really about changing your mindset, because most people have got a naive mindset. It's human nature. I had it to start with. Everybody wants to be successful, and everyone wants to be confident, and as Les Brown said, everybody wants to be skinny and rich to a certain degree, right? Maybe I'm exaggerating a bit. I like that Les Brown quote, but really, very few people are willing to put the work in. And 1 year really says a lot about your character. Just be honest. It's not a knock on you. I'm not judging anyone. But how many people do you know? And can you be accountable for yourself and be honest now? Can you commit to something for a year? Because if you ask me that question, I won't even hesitate. The answer is yes. You know, for example, I've been doing those boxing videos for over a year now. It's been more than a year, but let's just say a year now, and I'm still going. You know, I've been doing YouTube for almost 11 years. Even when I had a mental breakdown, I was in a mental hospital, I was still filming videos, putting them out. So I'm consistent for year in, year out. But let's backtrack a bit, and let's say if you can do a year at anything, you'd be fantastic at it. Because it's the repetition, momentum, habit building, repetition, doing something over and over again, as Mike Tyson said, breeds confidence. And I'll use the Tyson quote because I've lived it in my experience. Confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence. If you do anything for 1 year, the likelihood is you're going to be successful at it. You're definitely going to be better than when you started on day one. So in the area that I coach in, if you practice socializing for 1 year and you've got me mentoring you for a year, you're going to be so much more confident people. It's a no-brainer. It's science. It's life. It's God. Whatever you want to call it. It's all of it. You know, if you worked on improving your finances for a year, you're going to make more money. Even a fool would learn eventually, because you might do it wrong for 6 months. Then you realize, you go, I know where I'm going wrong now. Or someone will tell you that's got experience and is successful at what you're trying to succeed in. So, I mean this well. I really don't mean to be big-headed. It may sound it, but it's not. I'm just being confident, and it's factual what I'm saying. All the goals that my clients have that I help them, that are on my coaching programs, I've achieved what they want to achieve in their life at certain stages of my life. Maybe that's not my goal now. So I know what it takes. I know how to help them get over the line and succeed if they've got the right attitude. And it's all about being committed. That's the word. So when you commit to 1 year, you commit to being successful. People that say things like, going to commit to 30 days, they're not hungry. They don't really want it. Unless they do that 30 days as a way of tricking their mind into taking action. So they do the 30 days, make some great progress, and then go, well, I've done 30 days, look at what I've achieved, I want to keep going for a year. But I'm looking for clients that just want to go, right, no excuses, no this time, make the financial investment, make the mental and emotional investment, sign up today, start in January 2023, and we go right to the next year, 2024. And that's why Philip's doing so well. That's why he's making money in his business. He set a business up. It's only been a couple of months. He's already made £1,200. He's already getting results. He's going to get another 2 clients. He's going to make more money, and he's helping people. That's the most important thing. And he's got, dating, doing public speaking. He's got more confident. He's traveling more. He's just more confident around people in general. His social skills, his life skills, his anxiety management is on a different level, and he's growing and improving. He's a better person, more accountable, more brave, more fearless. So he's doing it, I'm doing it, many of my clients, many people around the world doing it. Why can't you do it? Now, for those of you that can't do the program, you don't need to stress yourself out. You don't need to do it. If you can't do it, you don't want to do it. You've got the free advice right now I'm giving you. Take the free advice. Take the advice, take the wisdom. This hasn't been free for me to earn this. I've had to go out, spend a lot of money, and not just money, time and energy. And you can get money back, but you can't get time back. So it's also, I teach people how to think about spending money better, investing in yourself. Common trait unsuccessful people have: they don't know how to invest money properly. They don't invest in themselves, and they invest money in things that don't add value to them, that affect their mental health, that are terrible, and they invest their time in negative people. They don't know how to use time and money wisely. Successful people have the opposite. They know how to invest money in themselves. The best investment you could ever make is in yourself and in your own business and brand, because you'll see the return later on. You might not see it in one day, but it's the same when you invest in my coaching, my 10K program. You are investing 10K in yourself. If you continue and you follow the things I'll teach you, you will make 100K. You're 10 times your money, but you can't just expect it to happen in a week. You've got to put some years in and get that return back. So it's all about investing in yourself. And for the people that can't make the investment, then you just follow the free advice, put it in, do what you can do now. You can do a hell of a lot now. You don't need money to move forward. I built success in many areas when I had £200 in my account, but the money came later on. But I used what was available now, which was free resources, free mentorships, free YouTube videos, free seminars. I did those things until I could facilitate my own life better, improve my finances, and then eventually I went and done paid mentorship. As I said to you guys before, I worked with Jeff Thompson. It took me to another level. So I've invested, I'm practicing what I preach. I teach, I sell coaching, I work with clients for a living. I love it, it's my passion. And I've invested my money in teachers that knew more than me, that were better than me, wiser than me, smarter than me, to get me up to scratch, which it did. So it's a whole investment around time, money, energy, and the way that you live your life and the way that you socialize. You know, the biggest problem I see on this channel, I'll say it, is people are not social enough. I know it, I know the problem. I work with the problem for a living. And I know it's not easy for people. I'm very compassionate and understanding about that. It's not easy for any of us, but that's not an excuse not to do it. So this whole mentality, you can hear my mentality. You can hear the 10K mentality. It's different to most people. And the old, it's not possible, but if I sat with my younger self now, the person that you guys didn't know in my 20s, he would be saying different things to me. Low self-esteem, terrible outlook, bad mindset, wasn't aware, was asleep, too much ego, pride, all that stuff. And it would be a different conversation. But I changed my mindset through changing my habits and facing fears and being accountable and investing in myself. So I'm really mentoring you today. It's a therapeutic type conversation. This is how I've always taught, developed my own style with people, which is very conversational, very honest, very confessionary, very therapeutic, quite repetitive in a positive way, very like affirming affirmation, and it works. It gets through to the subconscious. It don't just get through to the mind, it gets into the hearts of my clients, and it gets to my heart, and it helps you to move forward and be a better person. Because if you don't know how to get out of your head and you don't know how to move forward, you're going to be stuck in fear for the rest of your life, and depression and defeat, procrastination. You're going to keep hitting these same roadblocks. You're going to get stuck in patterns and say, why do I keep having the same problem? Why does my life keep happening in the same negative way? Why does this pattern keep showing up? Because you don't have the right mindset. You're not taking the right action. And if you can't do it on your own, then you've got to get someone that can help you to do it and be beside you. And mentorship is all about giving you that mental and emotional support that you need to get you from A to B. We all need support at times. I was saying it to Philip, we were agreeing on that. It doesn't make you weak. You've got to put pride and ego aside. It's smart people have mentors. Mike Tyson, Tyson Fury, all the greats. Anybody, anyone in business, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, myself included, my mentor Jeff had mentors. No successful person out there has done it on their own. No, we can't. We all need one another at some point, or we need a certain amount of people. And when I coach people, a lot of the people I coach them in a way so that when they're confident, they can coach other people. They can help other people. That's really what it's about. Once you achieve all the things you want in life, there's not really much more to do than share it with other people, unless you're a really mean person, and I can't imagine being that way. So you've also got to have like this appreciation. That's why I only work with people with good values. You know, like all the haters and the critics and that's fine, they're always going to get that. But they don't have appreciation. That's why they're in that dark place. They can't appreciate when someone's giving them great wisdom and advice. They hear everything, they take it personal, like an attack on them. I guess why they get so offended and angry and heated up. And they accuse everyone of being a scam or not helping them, really, when they're the scammers. They're scamming themselves out of their own dreams and goals and being a better person because their own fears, and they can't take responsibility. So the 1 year program is all about having a better attitude on life, taking responsibility, being accountable, setting goals, small goals to begin with, achieving those small goals, getting the confidence from achieving small goals and setting them, and then going on to bigger goals and being consistent. I will say this as well, which will make a lot of you feel relief. You do not have to be perfect to do my coaching, and you don't have to be a perfect person to overcome social anxiety, and you don't have to be perfect to make money, and you do not have to be perfect to get a beautiful girlfriend or a wife or a partner, and you don't have to be perfect to help people, and you don't have to be perfect to lose weight. But you need to be brave, you need to be consistent, and you need to be the best version of yourself. And I'm not perfect, but I'm more consistently in the best version of myself and continuing to grow. I wouldn't have achieved what I've achieved otherwise and helped the amount of people. And I have so much confidence in other people because of becoming confident myself, because of where I come from, which wasn't a great place, what I've achieved, what I've learned, what I've grown through, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, etc. And the amount of people that I've helped throughout the years and continue to do it. I see it every week, the changes. And it's surprising how small things make such a big difference. One of my clients, Philip, said to me, I said, what was the biggest benefit you got from my coaching amongst many benefits you said? And he said, just you believing in me, just having someone that believes in me when I didn't believe in myself because I got put down for most of my life. And it's little things like that make a difference. But I'm not being rude, because a lot of people would say, well, why would you get a mentor then? Your friend can believe in you, but it's not the same. Not unless your friend's achieved what I've achieved or someone else, and most of them haven't. I'm sorry, I'm being honest. If someone says to me, I believe in you, Jonathan, I really do, I'm not really going to believe them if I see that they don't really believe in themselves and they've not achieved what I'm trying to achieve. Does that make sense? So if someone tells me that they believe I can get in shape, but I see that they're in terrible shape, I can't really take their words too seriously. I don't want to be just being honest. But you believe in someone. I believed in my mentor, Jeff, when he said I had great ability to be a captain of industry and to be a great example, even better than I was being. And things he said to me, I was very brave. I believed him because of the way success he has, how he lives his life, the consistency. So it's, that belief is important, and most people don't believe in themselves, which is why they need a mentor to believe in them until their own belief kicks in and they believe in themselves. So none of my clients to begin with, a lot of them don't believe in themselves. That's the whole reason why they work with me and get around someone like me that can help them to believe in themselves. And that happens through time, through a process, through habits, through taking action and being accountable. So it's all these things on the program. I absolutely love it. And as I said, the program, I can do the program and design it according to your goals. Your goals might be to quit your 9 to 5 and become a coach. I can help you to do that if you're committed and that's your passion. If your goal is to just focus on social anxiety, that's brilliant. I love that. I'm so passionate about that area. I can help you with that. If your goal is to a bit of everything, be more confident with women, get a girlfriend and make money, or just take action more in life for a year, be accountable, face more fear, get in the gym, or create a positive lifestyle. I've done that for Philip as well. I helped him. He did most of it himself, but I gave him a hand. I can do that. There's not much that I can't do for you unless you're not committed. If you're not committed and you just want to show up and pay and then just not really try, I wouldn't be able to help you. I can't help someone like that. Regardless of how good I am, you have to commit. You have to play your part. It's a two-way relationship. So if any of you are interested and you want to sign up, I'm not on about next year, it's too far away. This year, you want to start from January. I've got some spaces left before it's too late, because I have clients on other programs, events, programs, weekends, 6 weeks. Send me an email in the box below. I'll get back to you. I'm easygoing. We'll have a Zoom conversation or over email, and a couple of questions I'll have for you. We just can have a chat, see if we can work together. It's pretty simple, and if we can't, we can't. We'll go our separate ways, no love lost. I'll still be mates. You could follow my channel. So if you're committed to getting over your anxiety and you want to spend 1 year, from January 23, 24, get in touch, and I'll look forward to having a chat with you.